Hi, little lambs. Real quick before the video starts, I actually wanted to tell you guys about my friend Val, or Yucky Val on Instagram. He is currently homeless, and he recently posted a GoFundMe so we could help him with his housing. I've already bought a commission from him, as you're seeing on the screen right now, scrolling through his profile, and you can see the commission I asked for of Eden. And I also bought the puppy girl in the middle that you guys have seen. And so they're currently doing emergency commissions and stuff just to be able to get housing. And I would really like for us to be able to help them as a community. I know I don't have that much of a community, but I wanted to get the word out there. So if you can donate, feel free to if you want to get a commission from him, because their art is really, really cute and I really, really like their style. But yeah, I wanted to raise awareness about this. So please go ahead and donate to his GoFundMe so that we can help him get housing for the winter and hopefully forever. Thank you. Hello, my little lambs. It's me, Phoebe, and we are talking about another OC of mine. Ah! Well, I knew that we were going to talk about this because I've been planning it since I filmed the first video. Well, we could technically call this a third video of me rambling, talking about my OCs, but specifically for like my DC OC universe and stuff like that. But we're not talking about Eden today. She'll be mentioned, she'll be talked about, but that's not the main focus of today's video. That's not the main focus. It's her adoptive mother we're focusing on. We're focusing on Bianca Dembele. She is a Louisiana-born Creole woman, a black woman at that. Beautiful. Love her to death. I'm pretty sure you guys will love her too. I would hope so, at least. Yeah. So we're talking about Bianca, and I'm kind of scared on how long this video will be, because I don't know if I have too much to like say about her. Because okay, so while she is Eden's adoptive mother, she's not the main focus, and which is very funny because she used to be way back in the day. Okay, so if you guys know, well, yeah, I mean, if you guys were aware, the CW came out with DC shows, and Bianca was originally an OC for that specific universe. Yeah, and I still remember the name I picked for her. It was Elizabeth Grant. That's... oh girl, what was I thinking? What in the tarnation was I thinking? It's not that it's a bad name by any means. It's not a bad name. It's just, it doesn't scream who she is, if that makes sense. Like, it like, I don't know how to like describe it. It just like, it didn't fit her. And I think I knew that when I was a kid, because I made her when I was in high school. Like when I was a kid, like I was literally just like, oh my god, like it doesn't fit her. And I think her name has gone through some other variations and stuff and whatever, but not for now. This is permanent, bitch. But now she is Bianca Dembele, no longer Elizabeth Grant. And I remember her face claim was someone I followed on Musically. Now that might throw you all back, it's a throwback there. But yeah, so she was based off it was kind of based off like that specific person, and I was gonna make her like a circus performer. She was gonna like wherever she went, death would follow, death of kids, which I was what the fuck was I on? What the fuck was I thinking? But then again, it was, whatever. This was also a time when I was really into like Future Diary. I mean, I was into it when I was in middle school, but this was like high school when I was obsessed with the concept of Future Diary, which I remember. Because originally she was also kind of like mixed in with another OC of mine way back in the day. I don't even think about this OC because I don't really draw her that much anymore, nor her family. I used to draw them a lot, but not so much anymore because my main focus now has shifted to more of Eden's life and whatever, stuff like that. But yeah, originally she was freaking like she was supposed to be someone in the circus. I don't have my notes on her, and like I don't know, no matter how hard I try to look for my notes, I guess I just never sent them to myself. Because here's the thing, whenever I would get a new phone, I would send everything about my characters to myself via email. I never could find anything of Elizabeth, like, at all. Like, it was just like even now, like I'm searching up like Elizabeth Grant, and the only thing that pops up is an email from YouTube from 2017 from Awesomeness TV with someone named Lauren Elizabeth in it. Now I don't know who that is, but yeah, I can't find anything. I can remember the concept of the ideas I had, and there's some ideas I kept with Bianca, like her whole family. Not essentially like her whole family being a vigilante like she is, but they are aware of it and keep it, hush hush on the down low. Her older sister and older brother don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it. So they don't speak about it, It's not something that comes up in conversation, like, at all. Yeah. But then, now Bianca is a forensic anthropologist. And y'all can know who that's heavily based off of. Yeah, Bones. Yes. Temperance Brennan. Yes. I made her a forensic anthropologist. She lives in New Orleans, Louisiana. She was born and raised there. Her whole family's been there their entire life. She is Creole Dominican. She is also bisexual. Hello. But I really debate on whether I want her to be like bisexual or just aro ace. Because the concept I have for Bianca, and I was talking to my coworker about this because we were talking about each other's OCs, that I wanted Bianca. So if you guys have seen the video of Eden and stuff, then you guys will know that Bianca and her father worked together on a few cases together, but ultimately he's dead, and she was in love with him, but she never really found love again after that. Now, they were never together, but she just couldn't find anybody like him. Nobody was like him, and so it was just kind of like no one could ever amount to him. And I debate making her like aro ace based on that fact, but then again, I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I would maybe like bi-romantic. I don't know. It's just a whole thing of like, I don't know essentially like what I want for her, because I don't necessarily want Bianca to have a love interest, because not all characters have love interests. Some people, it's just they just love. It just doesn't come to them, and it doesn't, like, they don't necessarily look for it, nor do they care about it. And I kind of representation of that, I guess. It's good representation. There's people who don't find love. There's people who don't care about finding love. There's just, a bunch of stuff like that. So, yeah. um, and she is a forensic anthropologist, but not for necessarily like the cops and stuff. So, this was an idea like maybe last year, 2 years ago, but so this was before I started making my criminal case videos again. Of I had an idea because of criminal case specifically, because I was like, what if there was like a dream team? What if there was like a team of just like like sorry, hold on. I'm like looking up at it. I don't know what I'm touching. I don't know what I'm doing. Touching. Hello? Yeah, I don't know. I fucked this. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I fixed it. Sorry. I have like my notes up here and stuff for what I want to talk about. Not really, but you know what I mean. But yeah, like a dream team where like there's like a arson investigator, computer forensic examiner, crime scene investigator, DNA an analyst, like people who are like in specific fields and they're all in like a team together. Now I know that's probably like how it works, but this is like basically what I've like, it's kind of what I've seen in media and stuff, that there's never like one person or the other, and especially like in criminal case games where there was like one profiler from what I remember in throughout all the games, which I was kind of like, wait, what the fuck? So I was just kind of like, what if there was like a team of like just a whole team of like legal nurse consultant, forensic medical examiner, forensic investigator, forensic entomologist, what if there was a whole team of that? I actually have like a whole list of what it is. If you guys want to ever, know about the list of the dream team, then I will gladly post it in the comments, if so requested. So, but yeah, this was an idea I had like way, like last year. Last time I typed in it was September. What did I type? I was probably typing something. I don't remember what the hell I was typing, but but yeah, that basically I want Bianca to be a part of that as a forensic anthropologist. And I kind of felt like with her being from Louisiana and New Orleans, that I don't like, okay, so I feel like from what I always said, I was like to my coworker, to my friend, like, oh, like the bones just speak to her, and they do. They tell stories that people don't normally see. And she's a witch. I'm just gonna say it outright. She's a witch, but she doesn't practice voodoo. Now, the only reason why I don't have her practicing voodoo is because I'm Mexican. I am not of voodoo religion, of anything like that, and I know it's a closed practice, and I'm not going to research into it because I know that's not my space. And stuff like that. I could make her voodoo and just say fuck it and research and stuff, but I know it's a closed practice, and I don't feel right doing that, especially when it's not my space and not my place. I'm more than happy to take what people give me of voodoo culture and stuff like that, but I'm not like, I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to like, I guess, learn about shit that I'm not supposed to know about, if that's, I don't want to like research. Like I would love to like, accurately portray it as best as I can, but as right now, it's not, I'm Mexican. I know it's not gonna change. Sorry, my brain just went somewhere right now because I have Markiplier up on my screen right now. But yeah, so she's a witch, but she doesn't specifically practice voodoo. It's more of like brujeria from Latin America, from like the Dominican side and stuff. Just Latino. Latina, let's go, mi gente Latino. But yeah, and I what else am I going to talk about right now? Jesus Christ. Yeah, but she's a forensic anthropologist. She's a witch. She does magic. That's how she incorporates it into her. Um, that's that's who she is. Like as a vigilante, she's a witch. She doesn't. She does. Jesus Christ, I'm like losing train of thoughts. Like as soon as I want to say something, it's kind of like woo, it leaves my head. um, what was I gonna say? Jesus. But yeah. So as a vigilante, her name is Senora Muerte, and I really like it, but I don't know if I want to change it. But you know, I was thinking of changing Eden's name from Poltergeist to like a Weeping Wisp or something, but I don't know. I like Poltergeist. It's nice, you know. But yeah. So as Senora Muerte, you know, she does witchcraft and stuff. The enemies she faces it ranges from supernatural to literal covens and stuff that she goes against. So yeah, basically different to what, but she handles ghosts too, just like Eden, and she doesn't like she doesn't handle ghosts as much as Eden does, because that with Eden, that is her job. With Bianca, it's literally just her job is to deal with covens, to deal with corrupt witches, to deal with werewolves, vampires. You know, she deals with all that stuff. She doesn't necessarily deal with ghosts, even though she can handle them, but it's not in her like wheelhouse and stuff. I feel like I'm just reading the same thing, so I'm so sorry. Yeah, so that's basically her job as a vigilante and stuff. And of course, she handles criminals and stuff. She handles all of that. She wouldn't be a vigilante without handling a few like humans who've literally just like you know do bad stuff. Jesus, I was gonna say something, but oh my god, it's like brain don't work right now. Brain don't work after work, especially with dumb bitches. Oh Jesus. But that's essentially what she deals with as a vigilante and stuff like that. And she has kind of an unstable dynamic with her family. It's not perfect. It's not at all. Her parents aren't married. Her father's name is Javier Santos. Notice the difference of last name. And her birth mother's name is Estelle Dembele. So, what I imagine for Bianca and her family is that most the older kids lived with the mother. Meanwhile, the younger kids who have the Santos as their last name live with the father and stuff. It was never like a like they would stay with each other, you know, they would have sibling like relationships with each other, but it was never like it like my hands coming together is kind of like that the motion that I'm thinking of right now that I can't express loudly. But yeah, it was never like integral. They never integrated all that well until Bianca bought them all a house and just decided that they were all going to live with her. She became the guardian because her parents weren't that great. I haven't really thought that far into what her parents essentially are, but they weren't all that great. Her older sister Itzel, by this time that Bianca buys a house, she's already married, has a daughter. Her older brother Ramon, he doesn't stay. He moves entirely. Meanwhile, the younger ones do stay with her because there's the set of twins, and there's her younger brother, who's older than the twins. Efrain Santos, Marisol Santos, and Mauricio Santos. so they all live with her under her roof, but at this time in the story, at least how I'm picturing it right now, because you guys obviously don't know the timeline. I don't even know the timeline, but this is just my imagination and just how it goes. But with the younger ones, they essentially like live with her like throughout their high school years, like all of it. She takes them to school. If she's not there, because she travels a lot for work. That is one thing she does. She travels a lot for work because her the dream team, as I like to call it, there's no official name for it yet. I would like to think of it as being formed by someone who's similar to Amanda Waller, who has this great big ideas like that Amanda Waller has, but put it together just kind of for the fuck of it, But yeah, essentially. But whatever, getting back to the siblings, like they still live with her. She doesn't kick them out. She doesn't like make them pay rent or anything. She makes enough as it is, being a forensic anthropologist, and with how many cases come to her. She's well off. I would say she's well off. She also partially owns a voodoo store that her brother, when he finally graduated in his degree of like business and stuff like that, he opened up a voodoo shop because he believes in voodoo. He practices voodoo because he wanted to get closer to his ancestors, want to get closer to his ancestry, to basically the history of New Orleans in general, and just kind of like tapped into that spiritual side. And Bianca agreed to be the second name on the lease and stuff like that. And she agreed to it. She gets a cut, but not that much. Most of the money goes to him, and and the twins, they provide when they can, and they work. I would say they work minimum wage jobs. I haven't really thought far into what they do. I just know that Efren is the one who's the main face of the voodoo store, and that Bianca partially owns. Jesus Christ. So yeah, it's but they are close. Bianca and Efren are close, and they have like this tight bond of like older sister, younger brother, and she's just like like for her, like everything with her younger brother, it's kind of like her, like how like visually and like how I picture it is her holding him while humming I Bet on Losing Dogs, and just like cradling him, and just like like that's just how I picture it. And it's a beautiful like relationship that they have, which is what pains me to say that in literally like in the CW version, let's just call her a fucking Elizabeth at this point. Let's just call her fucking Elizabeth. She okay, she literally her brother dies. So literally the story that her and Efren had, I think I called him Aiden in that one. So basically Elizabeth and Aiden, stay with me. This is the CW version. Before I actually knew what I was doing. Anyways, so Elizabeth and Aiden, they were going to the particle accelerator, showing stuff like that. I don't remember what it was called, but the particle accelerator. So they were going there because in that story, Aiden was the nerd, and Bianca agreed to take him. So she took him to said particle accelerator. They were confronted with so this is before this, actually, context. This, they weren't supposed to be like Burukai Buruko, like originally, like it was literally just them then gaining those powers, and like from the particle accelerator, and then, but but anyways, so they get mugged, they get shot. He Aiden dies, but Bianca lives. Aiden dies, but Elizabeth lives. Jesus, Elizabeth lives. And that's basically where the story goes from. She wakes up the same time that Barry does. But that's not canon anymore. It's not canon to Bianca now. But yeah, it was basically gonna be like how I wanted them to be the same age too. I just remembered with Bianca now, she's older. She's older. At the time of when she adopts Eden, Jesus Christ, she's, I want to say, in her 30s. So she's older than Bruce, because okay, so Bruce, for Eden and Bruce, I picture Bruce being 5 years older than her. So literally at the start of Eden's story, where I want it to start, Eden is 25. She is a great ass prosecutor, working her way up to be the DA of Gotham. Meanwhile, Bruce is 30. He already has Dick is already his ward at this point. Yeah, he already has Robin and stuff. That's essentially where I want the story to start. But with Bianca, she's older. She's an older woman. So I guess I wanted to, I don't know, I just really like the idea of like Bianca being older and stuff, even though she, obviously as I'm drawing her, like it's giving very youthful and stuff, but she's an older woman, and older women can dress youthful and look pretty while doing it. Hello. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically her. So okay, back to the CW version. So when so you know how like Barry changed the timeline when Diggle had like, he was either like a son or a daughter at first, but then it changed to son or daughter. That sounds like I'm saying thought daughter or gay son, but you guys know what I mean. Like where him and his wife, were they even married? I'm just kidding. I think they were divorced. Then they got back together. I cannot recall, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I've seen either of the shows, and I stopped watching them because all of them like pissed me off. Specifically, Arrow pissed me off with Damien Dark, and then Flash pissed me off with the whole Savitar. Yeah, pissed me off. It was so bad. I literally, like, that's what happens. That's what happens when I okay, reasons why I stopped watching shows. I get pissed. That's why I stopped watching She-Ra, because Entrapta pissed me off so bad. Y'all will never listen. As much as I love lesbian representation at its finest, that show pissed me off so much. I will not touch it again. Anyways, so you know how Barry changed that? Well, in the original timeline, Aiden was alive and helping out Elizabeth. So when she finds out that, imagine how explosive, how angry she gets, especially from knowing that in another timeline he was alive and well while she was here mourning him at the loss of him, at the loss of her younger brother that she could never get back again. He was alive. And Barry took that away from her. So, yeah. So, yeah, she's, her ethnicity, like, entirely, I would think African, French, Dominican. Because Creole is, I believe, mixed with French. if I am correct. Don't crucify me. This is me filming this after work, okay? Please. Yeah. I put his blood type as A. Yes. Yeah, so she used to be a barista and stuff, formerly, actually. But yeah, she's a voodoo shop owner, forensic anthropologist. She has a bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD. She went to Loyola University Chicago. She graduated with honors. For high school, she went to St. Augustine High School. She graduated. Yeah, her income as an anthropologist is low-key insane. I wish I made that much. And voodoo shop, I just looked up the average for that one. I don't think she would make this entirely with the cut she gets, but it's $50,934. But yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I have this whole sheet and stuff of basically, like, when you're writing a character, it's not just like, oh, like, just the name, nickname. No, this like gets deep. This is like first word, last words, like ancestors, foster, adoptive. This gets like deep into kind of like health level, energy level, memory, scenes, allergies, physical disabilities, medications, phobias. If you guys want that whole sheet, I will post it somewhere. Not entirely sure where, because I think it's connected to my personal email and I don't want to give that out. I would like everybody to contact me using the Phoebe the Ghoul one, if so need be. But yeah, we'll see how I like let you guys do this. Yeah, but so far this is Bianca. I don't want to end the video yet because I feel like I haven't really talked much about her and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I like but I want her to be a good mother figure to Eden. Oh my god, I didn't even get into why she adopted Eden in the first place. And that's one of the things I was thinking about, and I didn't write that down. See, this is I don't know if you guys watched the video with me and my friend Harper, where we were literally, I was high, they were literally like vibing and like trying to keep me on track while I was high. But anyways, oh god, what was I gonna say? Okay, sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes. Okay. So, why she adopted Eden, is because, so, you know how the bones speak to her? Spirits also speak to her, but it's specifically her ancestors who speak to her. It's not like with Eden, where Eden hears the dead everywhere. She cannot escape death, no matter how hard she tries. Even with like a power dampening, like collar, ring, anything like that, she still hears them. It's faint, but it's there. She can never get rid of them. And yeah, but so her ancestors told Bianca to adopt her because they didn't want Eden to stray away. Like, let's see, what could I? It's like, you know how in Danny Phantom that Vlad is like the villain, his like Danny's arch nemesis and stuff. Like, they didn't want her to end up like kind of like a vengeful spirit, like a wraith, like malevolent spirit level kind of stuff, like an actual poltergeist, and she is, if we're being technical. But yeah, but they were kind of like, just take her in, and plus it's from your old flame, even though they were never together and stuff like that. So like, out of everybody who wanted to adopt Eden, from all of her father's friends and stuff, she won. She just won hands down and stuff. Like, she fought hard for Eden. She fought hard for her. And Eden never had a mother. She never grew up with a mother. Sure, her mother gave birth to her, but her mother was never there. Her mother was off somewhere, abandoned her and her father. So Bianca stepped up to the mantle when Hector passed away, and literally just like took her and took Eden in, and cherished her and loved her. Eden was uncomfortable at first with the level of love that Bianca gave her, because she never had experienced motherly love before. Sure, her and Bianca met when she was younger, but she didn't remember Bianca all that much. But now it's just kind of like, it's like Eden is thinking like, oh my god, like what does she want from me and stuff. Like, she's actually being really nice. And it's not like she didn't expect Bianca to be nice, but she was kind of like, it's like, she's my mother now, so I don't know if she's just gonna abandon me. But Bianca never did. She was always like by Eden's side. Like, especially after adopting her after her mourning, because, you know, Eden was in a coma for like 9 months and didn't know her father passed away until she woke up. And Bianca made sure that they didn't have the funeral until Eden woke up, until she did. So Bianca did a lot for Eden. She's done a lot. She even gave her like with all the money she makes and stuff, she made like a fund for Eden to so she'll be able to live if anything happened to her. And Eden gets really close with everybody. Itzel and Ramon, you know, they're not that close, but you know, they love each other. But you know, they have their own lives, and Eden can respect that, and Bianca does too. And you know, they all know that, and that's where Eden gets her start, like in New Orleans, when she's the 13 coming out of the coma. Like, she gets her start as Poltergeist there. So she's been in the game longer than Bruce has, and Bianca's been in the game longer than Bruce has. So in a way, I would love for, you know, Bruce to sort of respect, obviously he respect either of them for their careers, you know, for starting, like Bianca starting, I don't know when I want her to start, maybe the same time or something like that. Like, she always, I guess what I think for her is I want her to kind of start with little acts of like vigilantism and stuff. Vigilantism? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know, like, you know, doing all that since she was a kid, because Bianca doesn't take shit. Bianca essentially raised high schoolers on her own, with no help, mind you. Her parents are practically absent. What I think for her parents is that they never got married. They just shagged, you know, obviously we're there for the births and stuff, but they were never, they were never like present parents, you know, per se. So Bianca raises Eden, like, basically raises her, with all the love that she has to give, and she has a lot of love to give. She loves Eden, like, adores her. She's a good mother. Even if she's not Eden's birth mother, she's a damn good mother, and she makes sure that Eden knows that she's in good hands. So yeah, basically, even when Bianca offered to pay for Eden's law school, Eden refused. You know, she worked a normal job and stuff. Maybe she followed in Bianca's footsteps and decided, hey, I'll be a barista. and stuff. Yeah, that's how like Bianca paid for herself to get through school, and she worked hella hard hours. She did a lot of stuff. She sacrificed a lot, and she's gained a lot from it too. Bianca's a good mother, and no one should ever doubt that. And with Bianca, like, you know, she used to have like Senora Muerte used to have her little poltergeist, but you know, with Eden moving out of New Orleans to move to Gotham, you know, like New Orleans lost their little ghost, but didn't lose the protector. If anything, it's like when Bianca calls, Eden comes, and she comes running. They're both extremely loyal. Loyalty is something that they both cherish and that they both practice. So yeah, I just love the thought of like both of them being so loyal, you know, despite not being blood related. But you know, shoot, as Bobby Singer said, like, what is it? Family don't end in blood or something like that. I believe it's that quote, but I cannot be certain if I'm quoting it correctly. But you know, family don't end in blood, and I make them both live by that. Yeah, but Eden and Bianca have a good relationship, even with the distance and stuff. She's lucky to have a mother figure who cares about her, who actually doesn't abandon her, doesn't turn away from her. And Bianca calls Eden every day, and Eden will answer. And they usually talk in the mornings as Eden is getting ready for work or coming out of work, or whenever Eden calls, like when she's on her balcony and when she's just looking out at Gotham and just kind of, you know, there's moments where Eden has doubt that she'll be able to do anything to change Gotham, even to be able to be Gotham's DA. But Bianca brings her back and is like, hey, you can do it. Like, Bianca believes in her, like, immensely. Like, believes that Eden can do good and be good for Gotham and is the right person. So, yeah. And Bianca's team, I want her to have a good relationship with the team. Be, like, very, you know, like, banter with them and stuff. Like, she's more expressive than Eden. That's for sure. She's more expressive. She's more, like, outgoing. And with the way she dresses, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Like, as you guys can see, she dresses. I'm not sure what the fashion looks like in Louisiana, because I feel like with every state, it's kind of different, but it's also kind of the same. I don't know what the fashion is like there. Like, what the fashion scene is like, but, you know, I feel like I did her justice with how she looks and stuff. And I don't know, I fell in love. I also added like 2 beauty marks to her when I was drawing her, because I was just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like she'd have them, so I gave them to her, and I feel like she looks really pretty. Oh my gosh, where's my artwork of her? Oh my god, I found it. Yeah. Yeah. Also, the way I draw, she looks fine as hell. Like, it's also, like, I posted this on my story the other day. It's literally canon that the friends that Eden had in New Orleans growing up, they all had a crush on Bianca. She was the hot mom. She was the hot mom. And shoot, I have a crush on her too. I already have a crush on her right now. Just look at her. Look at her. The gold jewelry. Oh my god, like, she just, oh, she's pretty. Oh, I need to draw them interacting, her and Eden interacting, because I feel like then it's just kind of like you get it, like, I feel like you would get an idea of how, like, close they are and stuff. So I would love to draw that, because they are really close. Like, and I love that idea, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I'm happy to be talking about Bianca, even if many people probably don't care, haven't seen the videos of Eden and stuff, because they're at like an hour long each and plus some. But yeah, I'm happy to be like getting this out there and stuff, you know, talking about Bianca, because I feel like she's definitely an important part to Eden's story. That's mother right there. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what more I could say. Like, she adopted Eden because her ancestor told her to, and told Bianca to train her and to help her hone her abilities and be the comfort that Eden would need, because dealing with the dead and all that is not easy, especially seeing dead people around all the time. It was never easy for Eden. Eden would never wish what she is upon anybody. She doesn't even want to be it, but she is, and she accepts that fact. And she has loyalty to them. So yeah. But yeah, so that was Bianca. I do want to flesh her out a little more, because I feel like Eden is definitely a lot more fleshed out in that sense and stuff. But yeah, but also a little announcement, a little one. I am planning on starting a series of designing Eden's villains to songs, specifically mostly ICP songs, but there are a few others, and I hope you guys, if you guys are seeing this, you guys will enjoy it, because I would love for people to watch that series, because I would love to, I don't know, I love designing. You guys know I love redesigning characters on this channel and stuff, and I'm very much like love art and everything like that, but I don't know, I feel like designing villains, because I already told you guys, with Eden, I don't want Bruce's villains to be her villains. I want her to have her own villains. So now I was having the idea of like, what if most of ICP songs were villains for Eden? So yeah, and there might be a romantic interest in there. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, this is me talking about Bianca. Mostly, she was the main focus of this video, with mentions of Eden throughout the video. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, because I know I did. Yeah, maybe next time, when I flesh out Bianca more, I will draw her and how she looks in as Señora Muerte. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, obviously, yeah, I don't know what more I can say, but hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to do all that good stuff, and if you have some criticism, and if you want to correct me on some stuff, feel free to correct me down below, especially with the whole, like, John Diggle, his ex, now wife, son, daughter, you know, that whole thing. It's been a while since I've seen either of those shows. Oh, and she was also going to be a romantic love interest for Barry. I don't know how I forgot to mention that, but yeah, she was gonna be a romantic love interest, but with Barry loving Iris. Yeah, that's not. I think she also had another romantic love interest, but I cannot remember right now. But anyways, yeah, I'm ending this video. But all my social media will be down in the description if you want to contact me, if you want to commission me. Yeah, I have, if you guys want to hear more about Eden, there's 2 videos about her, and if you guys want to see my redesign videos that I mentioned, there's 2 playlists for those, and more series coming. Anything else? I don't think so. I love you all, and I will see you all later in the next video of whatever I make. Peace out, my little lambs. Bye!